You see the Western Bloc, the capitalist bloc, US, UK, France, West Germany, Italy, Japan, Australia, all democracies thriving with freedom and development. Meanwhile, you see the other side, the Eastern Bloc, the communist bloc led by the USSR, comprising the East Germany, China, North Korea, Vietnam, all authoritarian countries, offering very little freedom or choice to people. Which do you think is the best political system? It's democracy, right? Absolutely. Yes. In a democracy, it's the people that decide who comes to power. Ultimately, it should be the people that should decide who they want to be governed under. Right? Yes. Then can I say loudly, democracy is the best form of governance. Yes. Hail democracy. Hail democracy. Hail democracy. Hail democracy. Democracies automatically become our natural allies. And so, that is why the military ruled Pakistan becomes a natural ally over the democratic India. What?
What the f?
The next decade of geopolitics and economic power won't just be defined by military strength or trade agreements. It will be decided by who truly understands and leverages AI. While governments are scrambling to secure their technological edge, most professionals are still wondering where to start. I want you to be ahead of that curve. And that's why I'm inviting you to an exclusive 2-day live AI training program happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Normally priced at Rs 10,000, you can attend this at no cost thanks to Outskill, the world's first AI-focused education platform, backed by some of the most influential AI founders and investors. During 16 hours of live interactive training, you'll gain the skills to build a personal AI toolkit with 20 plus tools already transforming industries, master prompt engineering so you can harness AI precisely, automate repetitive tasks and analyze data without writing a single line of code, create professional presentations, images and videos in minutes, develop AI agents and tools that give you a competitive edge. Over 1 lakh professionals from 40 plus countries have already attended because they understand this simple truth. In the age of AI, staying unprepared isn't just a disadvantage, it's a risk. Whether you work in tech, policy, business, or any field that will be touched by AI, which is basically every field, this program is built for you. This is important to note. The introductory call and first session happens on Friday at 7 p.m. Make sure you don't miss it. Seats are limited and filling rapidly. If you're serious about future-proofing your career and understanding how AI is shaping the world, this is the opportunity to take action. Click the link in the description, secure your spot, and join the WhatsApp group to receive all updates. But why Pakistan over India? India is a practicing democracy ruled by a legitimately people-elected government. And Pakistan is a paper democracy, which is actually ruled by its military. Isn't supporting Pakistan against our principles? No, not at all. See, I went to India. I told them, the whole world is divided into two. Asked them, whose side are you on? The Soviet or the US side? They were like, none. I don't align with any of those sides. We are a non-aligned side. They did not take a side. And I next went to Pakistan. I asked them, whose side are you? They were thinking. I asked them again. They were still thinking. I told them I'll give you billions of dollars of economic aid and military aid. And they immediately said, I stand by you. Oh, yeah. And we are a superpower. We need to have an influence in every part of the world, right?
Huh?
Yes. And in every part, we need an obedient ally. You mean a puppet? Exactly. And that is what Pakistan is for us in South Asia. So we give lots of military aid and economic aid to Pakistan. For India, Soviets are providing them with economic and military aid. They might drift away to them. They are a food deficient country. We give them lots of food aid and a little bit of economic aid and military aid.
Huh?
Very, very little compared to Pakistan. So that they stay non-aligned. From 1947 to 62, US gave $700 million to Pakistan in military aid, while India got just 1/4 of it. When there is such a wide disparity in military aid provided to two hostile neighbors, then it should be understandable that US is openly supporting Pakistan in case of a war, and it wants Pakistan to have an upper hand over India. This was clearly evident in America's stand in the 1965 India-Pakistan War and 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. Welcome to the class number 10. Let's start today's lesson. When a country invades another country, especially in the intention of capturing its regions, then it's a violation of the international law. And here, the country that tried to invade is considered an aggressor and the country that got invaded is a victim. Why it's important to categorize one as a victim and another as an aggressor is to never equate both. You understand? And if you equate both, it is a big disservice to the victim because the aggressor deserves punishment and the victim deserves our support to defend himself, right? So never equate an aggressor with a victim.
Flashback.
India-Pakistan war again.
Yes,
Who started it?
Pakistan only. They tried to invade Kashmir, and India is responding back strongly to defend its territories.
Oh, so Pakistan is the aggressor.
Yes, sir.
India is the victim.
Yes. So do we punish Pakistan?
No. We punish both Pakistan and India by putting arms embargo to both, which means no country can sell weapons to both Pakistan and India.
But Pakistan has already got enough advanced American equipments.
That is why I've punished them both.
But by punishing both, aren't we equating the aggressor and the victim?
No more questions. Never equate an aggressor and a victim in a war. Always provide the maximum help you can to them.
Meanwhile,
Another India-Pakistan war. But why?
Pakistan again. It crossed LOC and occupied Indian posts, and India has responded for it.
So Pakistan is the aggressor and India is the victim again.
Yes. And India was asking for our help. They wanted GPS data of the Pakistani location, it seems.
Tell them they are not giving. And back to the class. Human rights violators, those who use their forces to conduct genocide on innocent people, deserve the highest punishment. And especially those who... How dare India attacks Pakistan? Looks like India was waiting to break Pakistan. Not gonna let that happen. But you have to see what Pakistan is doing to its own citizens. Pakistan military has been committing murders, rapes, and extortions on innocent East Pakistani people. Where? Here you see.
Make any attempt at a conditional surrender?
No,
Sorry,
sir,
I'm
that's
not able to
right
see
that
anything
we
like that.
live.
Since it's an internal matter of Pakistan, I'm not able to see anything as such. Really? Yeah. Nothing as such is visible. Are you not even able to hear cries of the thousands of innocent Bangladeshis crossing the border and taking refuge in India? No. Why are you not able to see or hear anything? Any problem with your eyes and ears? No. I'm able to see India intervening and breaking Pakistan. I can hear Pakistan getting mauled. But why are you not able to see the atrocities of the Pakistani army on the innocent Bangladeshis? It's not at all visible. If only a select few things are visible to your eyes, then I think you are suffering from an eye disease called hypocrisy. Whatever. I'm sending our warships towards the Bay of Bengal to help Pakistan. Are you serious? Is there even any humanity left in you? Country A is massacring its own citizens and another country B is trying to stop that. You're telling you'll support country A against B. Are you also not a human rights violator? I am not able to see anything like that. Really? Pakistan was committing horrors on the Bangladeshis. And if India hadn't intervened, you couldn't even imagine what could have happened to them. Being Pakistan's master, US should have ideally punished Pakistan. But all it wanted was to prevent a Pakistani defeat at any cost. It did not care for the plight of the innocent Bangladeshis slaughtered at the hands of the Pakistani army. For the US, Pakistan slaughtering its own citizens, putting human rights to dust was not wrong. But India intervening to protect them as a humanitarian assistance was wrong, it seems. US went to the extent of sending a warship towards Bay of Bengal and threatening India with a nuclear attack. Despite all that, India successfully managed to repel American threats and freed Bangladesh from the marauding Pakistan army. And you have to watch this skit to understand the extent of US love on Pakistan. Military aid for you. But India also gets it. I give 10 times more to you. What do I do with so much money, Paz? Buy our F-16 aircrafts, Abram missiles and Patton tanks. Oh, this money is to buy your weapons. Yes, Tubelight. You have to sign all the aid agreements. I know, right, boss? You wouldn't even give a single bowl of rice without putting conditions.
Pakistan has violated 8 agreements by going to war with India.
Freeze! Aid freeze!
The war is over with a humiliation for Pakistan.
Freeze lifted. More aid after Pakistan is broken into two. Thank you, boss.
There is a strong suspicion that Pakistan is developing a nuclear enrichment facility to develop a nuclear weapon.
Aid freeze.
We need Pakistan's support to throw out the Soviets in Afghanistan.
Freeze lifted.
But Pakistan is developing nuclear weapons.
Freeze.
But we need Pakistan's support to throw out the Soviets.
Freeze lift.
But Pakistan is developing nuclear weapons.
Freeze.
But we need Pakistan's support to throw out the Soviets.
Freeze lift.
But Pakistan is...
Thick. Stop. Wait. Let me decide whether to give them or not. We need their support in Afghanistan. So we need to give them aid. But they are developing nuclear weapons. Our money should not go to development of a nuclear weapon. That is, I'm never against that principle. So what do we do? Are they really developing nuclear weapons?
It's confirmed.
No, they are not developing nuclear weapons.
But it's confirmed.
Confirm it that they're not developing nuclear weapons. Certified they're not developing nuclear weapons because throwing out the Soviets from Afghanistan is important for me rather than Pakistan developing nuclear weapons. So Pakistan, we continue with the aid to you. Thanks.
USSR itself has disintegrated now. Russians are wiped away from Afghanistan. It's a win for the US in the Cold War.
Yes. Yes. Congrats, boss. It's a victory we achieved together. Together? Hmm? It was confirmed that you were developing nuclear weapons, right? Freeze the aid money. Stop! It's already 90% done.
Pakistan has conducted a nuclear test.
You are never getting any money from no one.
The Osama-led Al-Qaeda conducts a deadly terror attack on the US.
We declare a war on terror. Shit. I think I'm doomed. And Pakistan. No. You will be my partner in that. Oh shit. You will be my partner in this war on terror. Together, we flush out the Taliban from Afghanistan and establish democracy. Okay?
The US joins hands with military-ruled Pakistan in its mission to establish democracy in Afghanistan.
Keep the money going for Pakistan. Have you found the location of Osama?
Not yet, sir.
Keep going. Meanwhile, Pakistan, stop eating mixture and hunt for Bin Laden. Okay? Okay, boss.
Our forces have zeroed in on Osama's location.
Awesome. Shoot him dead.
Our forces have shot him dead.
Where the hell was he hiding?
Not in the hell, but in the heaven. The heavenly abode of terrorists. Pakistan. Our partner in crime with whom we waged a war on terror. The partner who received $18 billion from the US as military aid, spent only $8.6 billion of that for counter-terrorism operations, and spent the rest $9.4 billion for terrorist operations. Pakistan spent your money on funding terror strikes in India and safeguarding the Taliban in its backyard.
So, I had been guarding milk with the help of a cat, right?
Absolutely. It's time to rethink about the aid given to Pakistan, sir. It's time to rethink about the ties with Pakistan.
Continue the aid to Pakistan.
I still love you.
Or else he's gonna drift towards China, man.
Wow. Now world knows who the real terror sponsorer is.
Money will keep coming. Our war on terror never stops. We work together. Okay? The cat was again made the guardian of milk. Even after all this duplicity of Pakistan's so-called war on terror, slaughtering irony for a zillionth time, Pakistan was made the vice chair of the Anti-Terrorism Committee by the US and China-backed Security Council. In the Cold War era, they supported Pakistan so that they don't drift away towards their Cold War rival USSR. And now, they support them, they arm them so that they do not drift away towards their contemporary rival China. They say their geopolitical actions are driven by values, but in reality, it's driven by their interests. You see, they claim democracy to be the best form of government and claim democratic countries to be their natural partners. But in reality, they chose a paper democracy, Pakistan, that is actually ruled by its military. They claim to condemn and punish human rights violators, but stood with a genociding Pakistan against a humanitarian assisting India in 1971. They easily forego their values to pursue their interests. And there's another example with India. India conducts nuclear tests. Sanction them. We are never allowing anyone to possess nuclear weapons. Isolate them. They need nuclear fuels and technologies. Never giving them. Our goal is to stop proliferation of nuclear weapons. But they'll be buying from the other countries. Form a group of all the nuclear suppliers. A nuclear suppliers group, NSG, put a condition. In order to get a nuclear fuel or a nuclear technology, they should be a part of nuclear suppliers group. And to be a part of a nuclear suppliers group, they have to give up their nuclear weapons. They are totally restricted from getting nuclear technologies, sir.
Meanwhile,
Sir, India is trying to make missile systems capable of delivering their nuclear weapons. Call all the countries who export missile technologies, make a group called MTCR, Missile Technology Control Regime, and ask them to not give any missile technology to India. Sir, it's too direct. To those countries, India is not in NSG, right? Yes, to those countries that are not in NSG. This is to stop India from acquiring any kind of missile. This is to stop countries to develop missile systems. And India conducts nuclear tests once again and also develops missile systems. What? Yes. Oh my God. Sanction them in all ways. No ties with them. And no one in the Western world has any ties with them. Isolate them. I stand with the values of nuclear energy usage only for peaceful purposes. I stand by my values.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They are victims of terrorism too. So we would need their support to throw out the Taliban in Afghanistan. Oh, okay. But I have spoken too much, what do we do? Okay, slowly lift the defense sanctions on them. And they're enemies with China. So they will be the best partner in that region to counter China. They can be a strategic partner. Yeah. But they won't trust us if we go to them and talk nicely now. We need to make them trust us. What do we do? Allow them to get access to nuclear fuel and only for peaceful purposes. Then what about our nuclear principles? They sanction them when they have no use of them and lift all sanctions when they find any use from them. Isn't it clear they don't walk their talk? Isn't it making it clear that US foreign policy is not driven by values they champion all day, but the self-interest they have all across the globe? But it's never wrong to have your own interests driving your foreign policy. Because you take Russia or China or Iran or North Korea, they don't keep giving sermons on human rights and international laws. They openly say their foreign policy is driven by their own self-interest and not based on any values set by the Western world. But US lectures on human rights, proclaims itself to be the guardian of order in the modern world, yet acts opposite to it. And these double standards, this hypocrisy of the US is what is questionable. Being the oldest democracy and the wealthiest country, US wields a massive influence across the globe. And so that is why one expects US to walk its big talk on all the values it has set for the entire world.